today. Particularly special when it's the opener of a new season for the Arkansas Razorbacks. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Razorbacks have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes. I was playing quarterback, I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Oh, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get the turtle.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Man, I want my running backs to pick those holes and get downhill, but there was no holes. So I just think he did the smart thing and stretched it out and ran out of bounds.
In this case, discretion was the better part of valor. It is often underrated to know when the journey is over.
Know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
The Knowles with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Scanning the field, it's Green. Makes the grab, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fighting off the defender. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. The hand to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Castellanos. Grabbed over the middle, it's Pittman. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
There he goes. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. toss to the outside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. Caught over the middle, it's Pittman. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Seminoles! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get... after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker U, anything is possible. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oregon. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Back has it. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Got it back on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Green. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll ride Davis here. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Castellanos. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got a man. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Give to the running back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Downfield, it's Green. Pressure coming. Buys a little extra time.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 10 over Kansas State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to turn the corner on the left. At the 35, he's got room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
And the Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Back to throw, it's Green. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. The Razorbacks are on the move. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown.
Boy, you had a touchdown.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game.
That's tough to defend, right? Going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that. They were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. There he goes. Inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
You know, it's so unique to find quarterbacks that have these types of moves in the open field. You oftentimes find guys that can run very quickly straight line, but how about the shiftiness of this quarterback and the ability to make people miss? That's impressive.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Oh, they're after him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. He's got it on the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. There have been many days for the Razorbacks where big plays from the quarterback came by running like Matt Jones, but that was a beautiful throw.
Man, I played against Matt Jones. Played him in the SEC championship game my sophomore year. We beat him 30-3, by the way. Just side note, but just dynamic player. But you're right, always ground team, ground and pound. When they got that ability to keep some balance, these teams can open up, and Arkansas can have great seasons.
Looking for a man. It's Green. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
You know, there's a lot of receivers that would be scared running over the middle of the field on a slant throw like that, with those linebackers hovering around in there and those safeties coming crashing down. Very brave play there by the slot receiver.
Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, a 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Florida State, 31. Arkansas, 15.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got him there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Get set, go! They'll go to the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Catch in the middle. It's Blake. Turning it on. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football, and
you race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. They'll run the option. Crosses the goal line for the 2-point conversion, and it's an 11-point game.
Option football makes you slow down on defense and play very disciplined and play your guy, almost like a zone defense. Quarterback reads it beautifully, really takes it in himself for the two-point conversion.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Florida State offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown. Oh, he's got some space. Discards him with the stiff arm. Touchdown Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Ready to try the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Memphis. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Anthony. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not. Out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Green. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Pulls it in, it's Green. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Quick completion on the out route. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Gets loose in the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on 3rd.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Knowles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Snags it down the right side. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Green. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Arkansas! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
That was a good-ass kick.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big man has it as a 1st down. He's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
down in the game. Offense wants to stay aggressive and go for it on fourth, and they're throwing it. All you got to do is get one stop.
Hey, that's actually a good catch. That's a good catch.
The Seminoles will snap it on first and 10.
That's a good catch right there.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looks like the offense has just taken a knee. You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks. They've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that can give you the build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, hey, we should have a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for David College and Judge Auburn Station. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah.